had to turn that down. We don't want no copyright strikes. What's going on, guys? Well, Blended. And I want to get right to the point, which is hard for me because you know I like to ramble on. But the point is, can you still get rich in America right now during a pandemic? This year. I'm not going to say maybe during, but the year of a pandemic, can you still get rich? Because this is going to hurt the economy well into the end of the year. Trust me. And I know I sound like an expert, but this is just thorough research. If you guys do thorough research, you'll come up with the same conclusion. This is not, the economy's not going to be what it was anytime soon. So, this is my thoughts. Can you still get rich in America right now? And my original answer is, I believe you can. It's going to not just be a matter of yourself. I believe you could do it, but I believe you got to build a team. I originally thought I could do it alone. You have to have a team. And your team, obviously the goal of your team is to be rich as well, but they're going to use you to get there faster. You know? So you're me. You have to build a team. You have to learn as much as you can first so you know what you're talking about. Because I truly believe, even after all the mistakes, the research I've done, the knowledge I've learned from other people, I believe I'm ready now. So if you need to find a team of at least 3 people that are willing to be loyal and work with you with the ultimate goal that they will one day become rich as well. And if you play this right, they will become your partners. So they have a vested interest in being loyal to you, working with you, willing to learn as much knowledge as they can from you, so they can first build my business, and then later what I like to do is the strategy of they build me up. Now I have an ironclad company, holding company, money's coming in. Now what you go back and do is partner with them and do the same thing for them, except I get a percentage. It's really not that genius. It's really just common knowledge. You help them, they're going to become rich, but they're only going to make me richer because I'm not just going to turn them loose. I'm going to find 3 good people willing to work with me for the long haul. It may take them years before, they're off and running on their own. Now, once you get them right, you partner with them. Remember, I have a holding company. My holding company will partner with their company. And now I'm getting a percentage from them. So you want to see them succeed, because by them succeeding, you're going to succeed. That's why they're not going to disagree with this. By just giving up 10% of their company, they know that you have a vested interest in helping them succeed as well as themselves. So they're not thinking, oh, Will's just trying to get me. No, I'm not trying to get you. Because by helping you, I help myself get even richer. So I want to help you build your company. Do all those things that I've been doing. Build the corporate credit. Go after everything that I'm going after. And I believe I could do it this year during a pandemic. It's not just going to take a job. It's not going to take me driving more hours with Uber and Lyft. It's going to take 3 dedicated people that are willing to invest in you, talking about myself as well, that are willing to invest in you because they know eventually that you're going to do the same for them. That's what I'm looking for. That's just my round number. You could do it with more people. You could do 5, 10, 20. It's just what you feel comfortable managing. I feel like I can only manage 3 personalities effectively and still get across my views and points. Now, these 3 people might want to go off and do different things. One might want to own a hair, salon after all this pandemic is over, but she want to have the money waiting and ready. So when this is all over, boom, she could just go find a location and put the money in. Somebody else might want to start a transportation company right on my alley. Boom. You help them get that going. And that's what I really want. I don't want employees, I want partners. Because the right partners are going to be more loyal than any employee, if that makes sense. You want to find people that want to be in for the long haul and become partners. And I think that's what, not to get off the topic, but Z-Tegrity, Z Blackheart, I think that's what Troy Mason is trying to do. He's not just trying to build a MLM company. He's trying to build a company where the people feel just as comfortable as if they're partners. Even though back in the back of my mind, I'm thinking Troy's going to be filthy rich if this comes to what he wants. He's going to be filthy rich, but there will be other people under him that will still get rich, just not on the same level. So that's what Troy Mason is trying to build. He's trying to build a way to not have employees, but have partners. And that's all I want. I just want to do it on a level of 3, probably 5 at the most. And just set up under my holding companies, partnerships with these people. They help me. Like the beauty is I'm interested in many different kinds of businesses. So I'm going to be very flexible to work with. If you want to do real estate, if you want to open a cell phone business, if you want to do transportation, waste management, painting, cleaning, I'm willing to work with anybody that wants to do something that's totally different from the other people. So I'm not trying to put anybody in boxes. Which Z-Tegrity just wants you to believe that if you just market Z-Tegrity, it'll be enough. I don't think so. I think we have to have a conventional business out here. We build up the credit at the times that everything is bad, like right now. You get your holding company, you start building it up, start fixing your personal credit. When all this is over, hopefully by 6 months at the latest, boom, that's when you go in and you really go hard in your business. And by helping these people, they eventually could help me get rich faster. But I originally thought I could do all this myself just by building a holding company and building 3 operating companies. But I realized I'm one person. I can't run 3 operating businesses. I can't. I like to believe I'm Superman, but it's not going to happen. But what I can do is help manage people. They run those, and we come to an agreement where I give the knowledge, you're going to pay this amount of money, which is fair. So I don't want to just get a transportation company and not bring somebody in that can run it for me. I want to bring a partner in. In the beginning, he'll feel like just an employee, but eventually, while he's getting trained and I'm training him the skills, the right person can become the owner. And I'm going to make that clear when I'm starting this stuff, like with the transportation company. As I'm bringing on drivers, I want to let them know you have the potential of being my partner. And you let them know what you got to do, doing this, you know what I mean? Loyalty's got to come first. And obviously, if you got 3 drivers, you want to pick the most loyal and hardest working driver. You don't want to pick the slacker, obviously. Now, I have the confidence, I'm that confident that I can make this stuff happen. Well, this might be something a younger person might think. Well, Will, you know this, you know that. Why aren't you rich already? Fair question. Very fair question. I've been, I'm in my late 40s, damn near 50s. I don't want to even say 50 yet, but close enough. And I am not rich, you're correct. But I came so close to what it feels like to be financially free when I had a large chunk of money that I know I can do it again. I know I can. And what I've done is I position myself, and this is what you all should be doing right now during this pandemic, training yourself. What you want to get into, start getting as much information about it before you even come to me. If you want to work with me, get as much training and knowledge through YouTube, Audible, whatever you got to do. Scrape together some money, because you either bring in knowledge, credit, or money. So you got to pick one. If you're bringing enough knowledge where you can help me, do something like, I don't know, like, let's say if it was somebody that specialized in trade lines, and he came to me and said he wanted to partner with me. He didn't have any cash, but he has a skill set that can help us build a company faster, just by adding trade lines. Perfect example. Or somebody in credit repair, or somebody that does business credit, or somebody that has a car dealership, so you can lease some vehicles out. This is what I'm talking about. You don't necessarily got to bring cash to the table, but you have to bring experience, knowledge, or money. Or you could be the middleman. You could be me and just go find the money man and then come back to me. So I would be the knowledge. You'd be the person that put us together. Find the money, person with the money, and you put us together and we all become partners. That's an option. Some of you might not want to be my partner at all. That's fine too. You might just want to join Integrity. I will have a link below. And that's it. You don't want to be in business with me to do anything bigger. I'm trying to think bigger. I'm jumping the gun right to Troy Mason's level. And a lot of people think, oh, you got to crawl before you can walk. True. And I'm already crawling. But the knowledge I have, if I had Troy Mason's money, I would be able to make so much more, so much faster. Because of the whole structure of the holding company and the operating company. And now I'm adding in partnering with the right people. The point of partnering with the right people is they're eventually going to run your operating companies. You want to find somebody that can run your transportation company. It doesn't matter if he gets the majority of the money. You can't think like that. But later on down the line, you got to give him the majority of money because he's doing all the work. That's what you do. But you're still building a company that's making you richer without doing any work. So I would position the right person, help him all the way where the business is. You don't want to put a partner in a business that he has to work too hard at. So you're going to stay there until it's running smooth. Then you turn him loose and be like, okay, you go with this. And you can trust him, and you know he's not going to be messing up the funds and whatever else. Now you go to your next business. You got a young lady, she owns a beauty salon. I know nothing about owning a beauty salon, but I would do everything I can to get her financing, get her personal credit right. You know what I mean? Put her in a position where if she has to, she could borrow on the personal or business side. And I would come in, partner with her. I'm good at marketing. I'd market it like crazy, whether through Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Facebook probably would be the way to go for a beauty salon. So I would market it like crazy. And that's where my value is. Because I set her up, got her financing, got her, more business through more traffic. That is where my worth will come in. And of course, that money will flow up to my holding company. Or you might want to structure it where they only get paid from that operating company. So at that point, you would do a separate payroll for that business, but that's okay. That's okay. The only businesses you probably won't have to do any taxes for is the LLCs that just hold your real estate, because those are considered pass-through entities, and it just goes up to your holding company. So you don't have to do taxes for those. But if you're actually doing separate stuff like paying people, stuff like that, it's a partnership. Whenever a partnership, you should do an LLC partnership anyway. So that's going to be taxed separately from my holding company. Because obviously that's part of your employee/partners going to be the partner on that. And if you could bring somebody in the beginning that could be the partner, that's ideal. You don't want to bring in just somebody that you're going to treat like an employee, only to find out that you're never going to make him the partner. So ideally, you want to find somebody that, I'm looking at somebody that I can partner with in those 3 categories that I want to do. And then later, if a 4th and 5th idea come out, then I may partner with them as well. You can never have enough partners. It's just how comfortable you feel at managing them. Like, I personally wouldn't want to manage more than 5 people. And those 5, 2 could be a couple, and they count as one, really. Especially when it's a husband and wife. The wife is always the boss. That's just my experience. But I'm willing to work with 3 to 5 people, and by helping them get rich, it will help me get rich. I know that sounds crazy, and it's possible to do in times like this. I know it don't seem like it, but you're not going to actually make money during like the pandemic, but you got to start planning, because you got to believe that in 6 months this will definitely be all over and things won't be back 100% back to normal, but at least the money will be, the government will be open. I mean, the country will be back open. The economy will start building again. You got to prepare for that. You got to start setting up your companies, positioning your personal credit, building business credit. You got a good 6 months or a year, because what you're going to do is wait till everything goes on clearance. And one of the businesses I want to do as an operating company, transportation, is key with this, because I want to do a transportation company, so I know cars are going to go dirt cheap. I know they are. You know they are. The price of cars is going to hit rock bottom in 6 months to a year. So relax and just build right now. Ideally, you want to be looking for those right people right now, but it's hard to do, and it's hard for me even. This is why I'm doing this video. I'm trying to reach out to people that I probably will never meet on a day-to-day basis. That's why I do these videos, because I know I'll never meet you. I'm trying to reach the masses, and it's hard to communicate with anybody because of coronavirus. So I'm reaching out to you future partners through video. But it doesn't matter what type of business you want to go in, as long as you have some knowledge of it. Now, if you have no idea what kind of company you want to do, but you want to be a part of this, I can still help you. Because the holding company doesn't need you to have an idea of any type of business. The holding company is not really going to do business with anybody. It's just going to hold assets. So it could be just a generic name. You're going to start with the holding company. And then ideally, if you have no business you want to get into, you want to get into real estate, because that's something I'm going to recommend for every business owner. Let's say, for example, you want to start that beauty salon. What I'm going to be trying to teach people is, don't just start a beauty salon. Just start a beauty salon that can buy a building later to house the beauty salon. And if you're really crafty with it, like I want to be, you'll pay yourself rent. You'll set up a LLC structure to hold your real estate. Let's say your building that you want your, because you got to think, commercial is going to be dirt cheap too later down the line. You might even buy your actual location, put it under an LLC. Now your beauty salon LLC pays rent to that. And keep in mind, I'm paying a portion of your rent too. I'm your partner. So because we're both on that beauty salon, we're paying rent back to you. So now you're making more money back because you bought the building. You see, you got to think bigger. So everybody's eventually going to own some type of real estate if you do this right. Me, I'm a very simple man, but I got big plans. I originally wasn't going to buy any real estate in Connecticut. For the obvious reasons, one of the highest taxes in the country. I know California and New York's worse, but Connecticut's bad, in my opinion. But my goal is to buy a small property, but what I'll do is I'll actually use that for a location as well, to do maybe my media channel. That's probably what I'm going to do. Buy a house in Connecticut. That will be my media company address. So I will have a house that I will use for my media company. But I'm going to pay rent as if I'm paying rent to a landlord. So whatever LLC holds that property, the media company, which is Schneider Business, will pay rent to it. Just for the purposes you can write off a lot, and because the house is basically going to be used for a business. And like I said, I'm a simple man. I only need one bedroom. I don't need one bedroom to live in. A bedroom in the kitchen and the bathroom. The rest of the house could be a media company, as far as I'm concerned. And then, before I get too old, I haven't even hit 50 yet, so I'm in no rush to do this. But what I'll do is probably buy a house outside of Atlanta, and that will be the residence my main home residence, that I eventually will move everything to, license, driver's license, and just live out the rest of my years out there. But come visit Connecticut, I'll have a place to live and an office to do my media stuff. That's the goal, guys. I know I think big. Some of you are like, this guy thinks too big, but I got a lot of plans and I got a lot of ways to get us there. I'm going to get there, but again, I wish I could get there faster alone. I don't believe that anymore. I believe if I get the right people, I will get there faster. And if you're only bringing money to the table, that's fine. And you don't need a lot of money. You don't need as much as you might think. Like if you're one of these people that gets this, the few people that do pull it off and get the 10 grand from the government or whatever amount they get to because they have a small business, that would be enough. That would be enough to start a whole nother deal. Or if you just want to go off and set up a separate holding company, keep that company separate just to build your money and your assets. You already got it going. And just go off and build a separate holding company. Start building corporate credit. Start building, credit on it. Boom, when all this is over, boom, you have money to put in to a secondary business that can make you possibly millions. If it becomes becomes just real estate company. You could possibly make millions. You know? And I know some of you younger people be like, well, you ain't get there yet. No, but you got to understand that I'm getting this knowledge later in life. So that's the whole purpose of this video. It's really people, I would say, under 40. People under 40 that it could take, you haven't learned the knowledge. You haven't learned the knowledge to do this stuff on your own. You know, and it takes some people in life longer. And it's unfortunate, I'm just learning this stuff later on in life. That's the only reason why I'm not already rich. Like, if I knew that what I know now, back in 98, when I had a brick and mortar cell phone business, I didn't even know about the business credit aspects. I didn't even know you could build business credit. I did not know. Had I known that knowledge, in the background, I would have been building enough business credit and I would still be in business right now. I probably would have sold it, if nothing else. So you see what I'm saying? You got this, the power of the stuff. And that's the reason why I'm not rich already. It's because I'm just now learning. And I went through my business mistakes. I told you I had a big amount of money in my past videos. And I wasn't prepared to even use that money. I'll be honest, I wasn't prepared. I didn't train myself to handle that kind of money. And it wasn't a lot of money. It was $60,000. But because I wasn't ready to handle that kind of money and use it properly, I made a lot of financial mistakes. But I've learned from that. And I'm trying to teach you guys that if you're only in your 20s, learn as much as you can about building business and business credit. And I promise you, by the time you're my age, you'll be a millionaire. You will be a millionaire. Guaranteed. Just a little bit of knowledge. I know. The people now that I'm going to go to set this stuff up, they know way more than me. Trust me, they know way more than me. I'm an amateur. But because I'm using them for my purposes, they're going to help me get rich as well. And all they are is a service. You know, I have a company in place that's going to not only set up the company, do the webs online, they're going to build the corporate credit so I don't even have to do it. You see what I'm saying? It's going to take time. The only thing I got to do is sit still. You know, a lot of you can't sit still. You're going to keep calling and calling. No, you can't keep calling them. You can't keep bothering them. Let them do their thing. They will periodically contact you by email and phone, keep you updated. So it's not like they leave you in the dark. But that's all you need is patience. If you have 4 to 6 months of patience and you let them do their thing, you will have enough corporate credit to set up and start any business you want. And if you already have ideas like me, once this whole pandemic is over, that's when the real money comes in. But this is a perfect time to start building that. It's a perfect time to start building a proper holding company, repair your credit. Even though there's probably less people doing this stuff, credit and all this other stuff, it still might be a good time because that means on the other side, your creditors might not be available neither, and they got to push it through as far as credit repair goes. I'm telling you guys, if you're one of the right people that want to partner with me, and you got to bring to the table something. If not money, you bring somebody with money. If not money, you bring somebody that's got some type of line of credit that we could use to make some things happen. And we're not talking a lot of money. We're talking like less than the government's probably going to give a lot of these small businesses, 10 grand. We can make something happen with only 5. It just means I won't get paid until you're successfully making money, which I'm willing to wait for. I'm willing to wait. As long as you have some money you want to put in play, let's start building something, a partnership or whatever. You know, I'm open. I'm open to being in partnerships outside of doing my own holding company, I'm willing to go into a regular partnership with somebody. You know, will we set up a ironclad partnership corporation? You know, if you're the one spending the money, I'm putting in the knowledge, you got somebody else doing the marketing, whatever. We'll figure it out. But I rambled on long enough. Let me get back to the pandemic. Subscribe, like, and comment, and I will catch you guys in the next one.